There was no election like other countries. We just chose AIM to run the city for us. But before that, yes, I will do a big rewind to talk about our ecosystem here. We are really looking into taking Dubai Silicon Waste, just like this city here, the sustainability city. We are looking to take the DSO as a technology city, neighboring city, and we have a great ambition to come up with something that is unique. You will hear about it at the end. Before that, you're familiar with this building? If you are,
Yes.
Pineapple building.
He's resident there, so he knows it. But it's wrong. It's not the pineapple. The taxi driver doesn't know fiber optic splice. So this is a fiber. Okay. Believe me, but for easiness, we say pineapple building. I suggested to my management really to create a company called Pineapple Tech. They said, "Are you crazy? It's a funny name." I said, "But there is Apple."
And BlackBerry
It's
also.
easy for them to say, maybe they don't know technology. There is Banana Republic also. We have really around 30,000 companies there licensed. 80 of them focus on technology. We have big companies, we have startups. We have 1,200 startups there. We have a full ecosystem for startup to really to develop technology. Yet we have a really integrated community where we are encouraging really the full holistic life approach, where we have universities, hospitals, shopping centers, and villas, hotels. So it's really an environment where you can live, work, play, be entertained, and learn in one place. We take care of our full community. We have a lot of activity. I know we are comparing here, right? Yes. Yeah, but you have different. But maybe we have the population more because we have more than 90,000 people living here. Is it okay? 90,000? Yeah, we're more. That's one point. But we take care of the commercial and the residential. So it's combined together for people who are living in DSO, not working in DSO. They also benefit from the real beautiful calmness environment that we provide for them. In a summary, this is really a whole city. It's a 7 square kilometer. And what you see, number 1 is the Pineapple building. Number 3 and 4 is the DTEC, Dubai Technology Entrepreneur Campus, which hosts 1,200 startups there. 2 and 4 is our latest project called Dubai Digital Park. It's like a mini smart city. And number 7 and 8 is Al Faqih Hospital. It's a state-of-the-art, I don't like to say hospital, state-of-the-art, for patient, but it is a university hospital. So they will have number 8 coming soon also. We have number 11 is RIT University, it's Rochester Institute of Technology. And next to it here we have W Motors building exclusive cars, not for us, it's very expensive ones. So here we have our commercial LIUs, warehouses. So what you see is the villas, the towers, the commercial, the industrial, all combined in one city. So it's a good modular city for doing everything we want. And that's why we are taking it to the next level. Now you see the approach of the city. We did not highlight your city, so we... DSO is really, it's far away from the sea, but it's really in a very convenient way to reach to. Now, my mandate is really to create or align with the Dubai strategy, the urban strategy of Dubai. They are really looking into 5 centers in Dubai, and you heard them more and more talking about the heritage area of the old Dubai, and they're also looking at the financial city area, where the IFC, and the JBR entertainment area, plus Expo City for exhibitional area, and last but not least, us, the knowledge and innovation. So because not just because of the technology, because of the academia surrounding us, we have around 22 universities. So that put us in a situation that really we need to focus on number 5 here. And you will see I put everything green here because that's the mandate for us to look for 2040 with sustainability approach always. I came up with something called O2V to make it simple. It's Oasis to Valley. That's our strategy to build this ecosystem. So what DSO built in the past was this for 15 years. And what we are now doing is really building the integrated infrastructure, living labs, encouraging R&D, research and business development, and having that circular of economy between them. So in a nutshell, this is the layout. We bring the government, we bring the private, we bring the academia, we put them together. If you take Industry 4.0, slice it into verticals or clusters. This is, do you see, or shall I move the chairs? Okay, what we do is we create hubs, industrial hubs here, like blockchain. You will go for agri-tech hub here, okay? So what is an agri-tech hub will be made of big companies that is focused on agriculture, then start up with the green innovation. Also, we will have student participation. Whoever, a hobbyist who is interested in this one will be participating. Now, this is not an exclusive list. We can add as we go, depend on what is the demand in the market or in the future. So this is made in a way that we bring an advisory board from the same subject matter here. We have a hub operator who is doing the sales and promotion for us, and we create this environment for the companies to work together and build up a potential partnership or acquisition in that area. The good thing about Dubai, we have something similar, like, have you heard of something called Ministry of Possibility? Yeah, some of you heard of it, right? What does it mean? It's just a small ministry that take anything and create a buffer for it to test it as a regulation. In Dubai, we have a similar thing also that was on the federal level. In Dubai, we can create that regulation lab because we have an easy access to the government of Dubai. So with that one, we receive requests. Can we have a window to test a new regulation? Whether it's a drone, whether it's a submarine, whatever the thing, it will be regulated in that way. And this is the beautiful thing where you have the government working hand in hand with the manufacturer. And this is like the ecosystem of it, how we are really engaging everybody. We really look into how we co-create things. So the challenge comes from the government. Please, can you do this? We find the right integration between them to co-create, exploration, experimentation, evaluation, and regulation. Okay, so now I've been doing innovation for 20 years. We never looked into innovation in a very green innovation or sustainable innovation. How many of you think satellite is a good business? It's a good innovation, right? But nobody thought of the garbage that is left in the space there. So if they consider this as a good innovation, we need to look into a different way. As we say, the innovation is idea, process give us value, but we don't follow how sustainable the idea, how really sustainable the process or the value. So this is where we are trying to see that our innovation change, and we need to come up with a green, sustainable innovation for anything. If we will do chairs, if we do, it doesn't have to be always about agriculture or environment. Any innovation that's created nowadays, it has to see the full life cycle. Now, has been said also, we look into the leadership, always say we have a plan for 2071. So that means our ruler is always saying 10x. And the thing you always hear, think outside the box.
Yeah.
Yes?
Yeah.
They never come back to the box. They always think outside the box. And the challenge is, when you do this kind of innovation, they never come back. and we never see tangible result. So when you think outside the box, let's make, as Faris was saying, I heard him saying this, we see the future and we try to make it now. This is the 10x of it. Think of the boundary of the new box that you want to create, and then create a middle stage, which is the 5x, and then you create the 1x, which is the immediate action that you need to take. So this is the sustainable, green sustainable innovation that we are seeking for. Now, you will see that I'm a little bit racist here. You see the S is growing more than the E and the G, because in COP28 everybody talk about the E, and nobody talk about the S. I'm an S person, okay? I think in order to do the E and the G, we need to be the S. We need to build up the social factor of it. We need to really to look into whatever we are doing. We're doing it for human. We are doing it for the people here. And that's where I try to see how we can build that kind of intellectual capital that will focus on this one. Now, the government have two mandates. One is the economical factor, and for us as a DSO, we look into the technology as a way that will be the economy factor for us, where the government will need to invest and have a return on that financial aspect of it. Yet, they announced this year a new beautiful thing, the S part, which made me very happy, because the objective here to focus on families, health, education, and I think this is practiced in the sustainable city here, how they consider the family as the main pillar of the community here. And that's really what we, as a Dubai, we are focusing, and how much we are looking to invest in that part. Well, we say the green is really just, we imagine that we want to build an environment or a portal that everybody can contribute with his green innovation. It could be patent-free, it could be open innovation, and with that one, really, it enables the whole community. It doesn't have to be in Dubai. You can be in Venezuela or any other places, but you can suggest, and we can do it for you here. 5-minute lifts, okay. I saw 5-minute ride. So one ride and one lift. Okay, so 10 minutes I have. As I said, we look into the human factor. The human factor is from the making to the end. Are we considering, if we are doing the satellite, or we're doing anything, we consider what will happen from the creation of that innovation until it reaches to the top of it, top use, until it's dismantled. We need our green sustainable innovation to be in that factor. Now, maybe you heard about this yesterday. This is the latest news. Dubai Reef been announced. You know what is these? It's the artificial reefs, but this will revive the nature around all these ponds that have been destroyed at that time when the making. But the good thing about Dubai, we find our mistakes and we really try to solve it. Just like what happened with the rain. The Sheikh Muhammad's statement said, it's a good benefit for us because we had a lot of water, because our reservoir was short. And the good thing also, we find our deficiencies and we are fixing it. So it's never really bad to announce it and say it, unless you are in a country that you are afraid of your other parties. Okay, so alhamdulillah, we are blessed. These are total of 85 soccer or football grounds that will be laid in a 600 kilometer, okay, already started yesterday as a project. Second, I would like to also thank my friends here from Sign Planet. I'm just starting a partnership with them where they are doing digital twinning for all the trees that you will see. Just imagine that you are in the desert and you are camping there and somebody cutting a tree there. They will already inspect and understand, blockchain every tree in the country. So when a tree will disappear, the people will be notified about it. So to that extent, in the desert far away, you think nobody's seeing you. The moment you cut the tree, Babel will attack you. it's also about tokenizing and the how we will tokenize really the carbon credit. Okay, 4 minutes remaining. Okay, no, 4 minutes, two, okay. It's just my conclusion is really seeing that it's as green sustainable innovation is a required, and it has to happen from here, and this is the right place for it. When I came, people never talk about sustainability except this city. So for them it's a strange word. Now it's becoming COP28, COP29, and the whole subject is about the government already recognizing that sustainability is important. That's why for the first time, the theme of the year remained the same. So for the first time, we have sustainability twice. Okay? And the whole thing I want to say is really, it cannot happen alone. We cannot do it alone. We need to do it all together. Now we go back to the city. Autonomous city is what we are preaching for and what we want to do by the mayor who will be running this one. It doesn't, using the technology, it doesn't eliminate whatever I've been talking about now. It will have all that essence in it, and will for sure will try to do that one. And I will leave the last word for AIM to tell you. Thank you very much.